into a secret garden world known only to the vegetables. Forget what you think you know about silent, green things down here. Life is vibrant, feelings are big, and the friendships are even bigger. Meet the residents. First, there's Carrot. Carrot is the thinker, the planner, the one who always has his leafy head buried in the future. He's wise, thoughtful, and genuinely cares about every root and vine in the garden. Then we have Tomato. Oh, Tomato! She's the sunshine of the patch. Cheerful, perfectly round, and impossibly kind. Whenever worry tries to creep in, Tomato's infectious hope pushes it right back out. And finally, there's Cucumber. Calm/cool and collected. Cucumber is the silent observer. He believes that the whole secret to life is finding the perfect balance, the right amount of sun, the right amount of water, and lots of patience. These three, along with all their leafy neighbors, lived in perfect harmony. They drew their strength from the deep earth and their warmth from the glorious sun, making the garden a beautiful place of growth and community. But even the most perfect gardens face trials. One hot morning, things started to change. The usual gentle flow of water, the lifeblood of their world, became just a trickle. The vibrant soil began to crack and crumble. And slowly, the dazzling colors of the garden started to fade, replaced by dull, muted shades. A cold, dry fear began to spread, gripping the roots of the little vegetables. It would have been easy to panic, easy to turn inward and only worry about themselves. But these friends were different. Carrot, despite the panic rising around him, immediately started thinking ahead. We need to conserve, he stated firmly, tapping his root on the dry earth. Every drop, every bit of energy, we must be smart about this. Tomato, true to her nature, focused on the present moment. She rolled through the drying rows, offering little words of encouragement. Hold on, everyone. We are stronger together. We just need to keep shining from the inside. And Cucumber, he remained perfectly still, watching the slow passage of time. He knew that nature worked in cycles, even if those cycles felt painfully slow right now. Patience, he whispered, his voice steady. The earth knows what it needs. We must trust the process and trust each other. The unity of these vegetables was remarkable. They didn't just survive the drought. They actively fought it with cooperation. They shared the scant moisture they had. The taller plants offered shade to the smaller seedlings. They held fast, leaning on each other's strength, even as their own leaves started to droop. Days turned into weeks, and the sun beat down relentlessly. The garden looked weak, fragile, nearly defeated. But still, the deep roots of friendship held firm. Then, just when the hope was becoming thin, when the last bits of strength seemed to be fading away, something miraculous happened. Dark, heavy clouds, the deepest gray anyone had ever seen, began to roll in over the horizon. The air grew still, the silence was intense, and then, plop, a single drop of water hit the dusty soil. Then another and another. The sky opened up, and the rain finally returned. It wasn't a gentle sprinkle. It was a soaking, life-giving deluge. The earth drank deeply, the roots celebrated, and the dusty leaves washed clean. You could almost hear a collective sigh of relief sweep across the entire garden. As the water pooled and soaked into the soil, the colors returned, brighter and more intense than ever before. Every root and leaf was revived. The garden flourished once more, green and lush and abundant. But the vegetables knew this revival wasn't just luck. It was because, when faced with the hardest moment, they had chosen collaboration over conflict, encouragement over despair, and patience over fear. From that day forward, the garden was more than just a beautiful place to grow. It became a living symbol of quiet courage, and the power of teamwork. Carrot, tomato, and cucumber never forgot the dryness. But they also never forgot that even the smallest vegetable, even the tiniest seedling, plays a vital role when everyone works together. Their story reminds us all that life requires balance, hope, and above all, great friends.